Zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And that's complete to Adams. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He's going to loft one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Here we go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 44. On the counter, here's Bell. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
53, check 53. Hey, Charlie, you ain't got nothing.
Darnold on 1st down. Caught here by Bell. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dean Lowry. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. He'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down and 4. Darnold, blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
4 down, 4 down. Check that.
Darnold down to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 81 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Now he's forced out right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
when I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after here coming up. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Garoppolo now. 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. Going deep here for Matthews. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Harris. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11. Hey, Foxtrot.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Well, he's going to go for it all. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers get a score closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
The Jets take over. Let's go, baby. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Dean Lowry picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's Darnold. Now he's flushed out right. He wants it all for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Charles Harris able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
12, here we go. Push them, 65. Hey, exit.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And Adams has it, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Here we go.
Yeah, after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Garoppolo. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
21. Hey, echo.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Third and 3.
Here we go, son. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the red 80. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Red 80.
To throw is Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it at the 42. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Leonard Williams able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo drops it to Jones in the flat. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Garoppolo now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. It's Kelsey on the grab. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 55 yards. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. 53. Mike, 53.
Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Garoppolo. Complete to Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Here we go. I got this. 11. 53 to Mike.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Charles Harris in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
We're going to set. 53, check 53. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.